YouTube and MySpace and Facebook and every other space on the universal face. What's going on with you guys tonight, today, this morning, this AM? It is what? Saturday. So I made you guys a video yesterday from Walgreens because it bugged me out, man. Everywhere you go in Florida, these people think they act like they want gas, they want smoke. Like they'll try to swear you, or if you're having a conversation with anyone that you know, or even if you just met them and you're like, yeah, I fix cars, and they're like, well, cool, I got a busted this. Everyone else will hop their asses right the fuck over because everyone's either young and semi-retired and got cash, so they can afford services. That's no problem. Like I told you guys, I should have moved on here 15 million years ago. I'd have $1 trillion. I wouldn't have to worry about high blood pressure. I would have bought my own hospital, all that. So I couldn't fucking scratch a dime in Wisconsin, but down here the money popping. So because they think the money's gas and everybody's got some, and every chump ass, punk ass, funky ass person has some little $2,000 cheap ass Benz, they think they're special. So you'll be at the store, and let's say you got your earplugs in, and you'll just be listening to earplugs looking at People Magazine. You, not me. Because, look, man, no, not many fuck with me. I'm treetop tall straight from the mothership. But I finally figured it out. It took me 53 years. Man, I know how to avoid conflict or how to directly get into it. If you got to avoid it, avoid it. And run is okay if you really have to. If you're running from a million cops or whatever, I salute you guys that run from cops. I've done it 5 times. I got away 4. I got caught once, and I had to do 12 months in the county jail over that crap. So if you do the math, that really means for each time I spaced out and got to do my thing and didn't even have to look at them or talk to them or deal with them in any fashion, if you take those 5 times and you divide those by the 12 months I did, and I really got out in 8, I think, with good time. So, okay, 5 divided by 8. That means I had to do about 45 days of crack for each one of those 5. And I don't care what anybody says that, oh no, it wouldn't be 45 days. It was only 90. We're dividing it by 5 for heck's sake. No, listen, y'all, that means I had to do 16.75 days per time I scattered and went and took care of my mom who was half dying, who had her thumb hanging off. Trying to go home, I got no license. I know he's going to whoop my ass, steal my money, tow my car, or I'm in a Z28. It's a 71 with a big block. Oh, that one didn't have a big block. That had a 350, my blue one. Anyway, I scat out, and guess what? Didn't talk to that cop. He didn't talk to me. We didn't argue. We didn't, you the pigs, I'm not, and all of that. And he's like, you're a scum, any of that. Nothing. I just went, bop, 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 and then got to my mom and went back to the crib. Sometimes, listen, police, I always preach a lot on here to you guys and say how much we hate you. Only because I used to love all firemen is who I love. That's a true hero. He just want to serve. He's not going to hurt anyone. But if you try to punch him or break him up, yo, firemen fight better than anyone. Why do you think I've always been friends with firefighters and was almost one myself a bunch of times? I worked at the PUD in my community putting out fires, the Public Utility Department. Because when you live in Tahuya in the Olympic Mountains, you have to. You can't live back there as a man, with shoulders and all. And you can't live back there if you're not willing to help. You can't live here. Bye. Okay, I'll be a fireman, no problem. Oh, and then they had their own keg of beer in the back, even though I was never a drinker. It sure is nice when you're hot from a fire and all sooty and muddy and watery, and you go right back to the house and go back to the fridge and pour yourself a frosty mug. They had a special refrigerator just for their mugs. And when I tell you how firemen eat, how these boys eat, look, man, I was a 304-pound farm boy that wasn't even 6'1". I was 6 foot and a half an inch, but I only had about 5, 6, maybe 7 tops percent body fat. 25-inch pipes. These are scrawny little 16s now. When I met Hulk Hogan, he's like 24-inch pipes. Yeah, bro, I got 25s. Move around. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, Florida. So look, I know I get a lot of stuff from everyone up north. I get gifts and shirts and offers, and people want to hang out and they want to come down, and that's all beautiful, and you all can. I will welcome each one of you with open arms, give you a hug and a kiss, and anything I own, from every tool I got to any of the food I eat to any of the what I chief, uh, to the mashed potatoes. I'll share it all with y'all. And we got every spice, and we got tenderloins, and we got bags of onions, and we got potatoes. I think that's all we need. As long as we got love, friendship, and brotherhood, we are truly wealthy. And that's me today with a busted tranny on the truck and no money. But that's okay. My bills just all got paid. Sometimes I have to do an end of the month video, Floss and Major Chip. Here's 5,000. Hey, end of the month this time, maybe I can't rub $2 together. That's all right. Ain't nobody mad. I ain't mad. I'm blessed. God loves me every time, all the time. But look, I just found $6 that was under my actual seat. And what's crazy to me is I thought the end of the month video, excuse me, I've been walking around bare ass, but I'm not going to show you guys that. You guys don't care. And I ain't no perv, so I would never, I never have shirts on my videos anyway, and that's how it is. So end of the month. So here's my idea of flat broke. Here's what I call leaking like a sieve, because this ain't enough to do the... Oh, well, maybe it is. So, paid all the bills, paid for the house, paid for the Cadillac payment to my dad, paid for the house payment to my dad. It's $165, and I'm getting down there really good from 30 to 0. And that's 30 grand, children. So, yeah, and plus I spent mad loot and everything in here. All little utensils and stuff are just hung up beautifully. It looks messy, but there's not. It's, you know what I'm saying? When you want to splash a bang, it's right there. When you need a soup spoon, but it's the kind that needs to drip. Yeah, you got it right there. Or you got the solvent. So, end of the month. So, this month was every bill is paid. The phone. Oh, you guys, I got this modem. This thing's from T-Mobile. You guys are going to want one. I got it face backwards. Here, let me show you the front. I meant to do an unboxing on this thing, and T-Mobile will love me. Bro, that's like having 85 powerful cell phones just all hooked up together, and I can bring it in my truck with me. Of course, the portable internet, I also have that little square box. I can take that one in the truck, but it's spotty. That big one, nah, that baby's hooked to the moon. It don't spotty nothing. But I also do have the portable one, because they gave it to me for free. The government's giving us all free internet and stuff like that, because they want to know everything we do every time we do it. Alright, so end of the month. So, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 1. So that's $371. There's probably $6 on the couch. I think there was $11 on the bathroom. And this drawer is just filled with every kind of coin and dollar bill. But we don't touch that one. So what? Let's say $400. No, that's not going to fix the transmission. You guys know that, and I know that. And that's even if I do it myself. And YouTube demonetized me and will never pay me a cent for a whole body of work that I did over almost 20 years. And that's okay, too. Because you know what? My freezer isn't full, but there's meat and veggies and one soda. There's a gallon of milk and a quarter of a cake and some more soda and another tenderloin and cheeses and special stuff. And the pantry. Wow, the pantry's going crazy with just legumes and rice and nuts and cashews and every kind of sugar, salt, pepper, ketchup, mustard, condiment, every kind of cornbread, this. Okay, so what other section you got? And I had a pizza last night, but I don't eat anymore since these heart meds are killing me down to 0. And I never have energy because I never friggin' eat. Now, mind you, I used to smash one of them pizzas every night if I wanted to and still eat a dinner. And I wasn't fat. I was big, but I wasn't fat. Well, I was kind of fat, but that's okay. I had mad energy and I could do anything, but not now. Eat 2 little pieces like a little girl and still not have any energy. But when I tell you I spent money on canned goods and my clam chowders, I promise you guys this, I spent over $200 just on clam chowder alone. And I think I spent $100 just on steak and potato alone, and that was a bad mistake because I had the first one yesterday. That shit was terrible, excuse my French. But green goddess dressing and other stuff and mad chili. So the moral of the story and the penchant and the design of this story is, guys, I got it figured out. We got everything we need up in here. If I had 3 of you visiting, or a couple and their kid or something, I could give them this whole section and rope it off, and they could do whatever they want. They'd have a triple king size bed. Everyone would be happy, and we'd grill at night and go to the ocean during the day. And I don't have to be rich. I could handle that now with that little funky $300. This little funky ass house of mine that Dustin told me was a piece of shit and that I live like a bum. Okay, cool. The whole back door flips down and the tools are just everywhere. Because I wrench every day, all day, and try to get this money. And I have my battery banks over there. Those battery banks are for the 50 million drill batteries that one must have in his life to match the hanging drills on the wall over there. And those are literally right there because I use them every single day of my life, plus my air gun. So trust me when I tell you I got it made. So what? So would someone like me that has it made, would I have gotten into that altercation with this punk ass freak at the Walgreens last night? Or would I be getting into it with the lady I started to tell you about? Like I said, you can be in Walgreens, you're minding your business. You got your earphones on, your sunglasses on, you're not looking at anyone, you're not making eye contact, you're not trying to start a conversation because these people are freaking crazy. So, earpods and glasses on, and I'm never in my life would I look at People magazine. Maybe it's not People, but what are those ones where they're like, girl gives birth to black alien, or, black girl gives birth to 3 white twins. Look, man, first of all, they shouldn't be picking on any of these girls, no matter if their color is, or if they're black, they have flame, lazy, or crazy. Things happen, and it's not a fault. They always want to make you guys have a fault. Oh, you driving without your friggin' light on your license plate, and we had to shoot him. I mean, he put 10 in him, and I put 12 in him, because that'll teach his ass for not having a light. Yeah, okay. All right. Okay. So, I'm wary. I don't want to meet anyone. I don't want to talk to anyone. I got my chick. I got my little baby girl kid who just had her 66th birthday. She's 60th birthday. I got not a handful of friends. I do have a handful or two in Wisconsin, but not down here. All these dudes, black and white, they're all poke heroin freaks or they're crystal methers. I don't know. I wouldn't know what the frick to do with a crystal meth. I'd have to try to sell it. So let's say this. I wouldn't sell some drugs, but I wouldn't know what else to do with it. I'd give it away to someone who loves it. That's what I would do. So there's the answer. I never asked myself that question. And here's why. I remember a Mexican dude, must have been from the cartel, way when I was a kid in Milwaukee and barely knew anything about anything. He tried to give me a whole 55-gallon jug of crystal. And he was like, yeah, bro, just go to all your friends and give away samples. Go to your cousins, your family, your people, man. Go to your people, give them all a free sample. And go to your friends and give them a free sample. I said, you must be a border hopping bitch. You ain't an American Spanish dude, because no American Spanish dude would want his other American Spanish folks, la raza, you know. I told him, Marita se la madre que tu parió, Joto, feo, get up out of my face. I ain't taking a sample and giving it for free to my people and my friends. You out of your freaking mind? And I should have shot him. That dude wound up having an AK on Greenfield Avenue, killed 3 dudes I knew, plus a cop, plus a cab driver. Yeah, I should have blasted that fool. There, you know what? At 53, there's a few fools that should have just took off of planet Earth. But I always want to obey the commandments. Thou shalt not kill. So I didn't even hurt kitties or birdies or nothing. I'd fight. You want to fuck around, I'll fight you. Or if you want to play with me on the highway, yeah, we could play bumper tag. I love playing bumper tag. I drove a dude through a house once. He kept fucking cutting me off. When I told him, I was like, stop it, cocksucker. And he went, bash. Dude, I'm in a Dodge Power Wagon. Oh, bash? Okay, all right. Clicked it down in gear, took a full right into his ass and drove him through a porch in a house. The moral of the story is, I would have never did that on the way to work. I wasn't mad. I wake up with a smile, bro. I'm happy. I'm a happy dude. Everyone watching my pictures, man. I'm trying to show people sunsets, send them light, love, and positivity. I'm never mad, really. The only time I get mad is like a situation like last night where I have to almost take us both to hell because this dude's 7 feet tall and he's a pro basketball player. So he can't stand the chip on his shoulder to get knocked off or his pride to be hurt. But when he stepped to a real motherfucker, then he couldn't do nothing with me. Like I said, man, if you were water, they can't splash you on me. But if you're my friend, You will eat, you will sleep, you'll have peace. Won't nobody bother you because we won't ask them a question. We'll take a hatchet to their ass. Straight up, you want to ask me a question? No, take a hatchet to my ass. Fuck you mean? So anyway, and folks, that happens all the time. And when I say folks, I mean, my kin folks and my other folks. 215, 19, and 7 4. That's Big Man with the business is about Mike Z. I'm certified from 13 and Atkinson, recognized. And that's straight up GD. That's straight G and a D on it. Only. BOS. Stevie Tolliver, the leader of the BOS, was a best friend. I knew him before I knew the Outlaws. And even with the fellas, that's probably why they never let me be one. Because I was, they were racist. They were fucking racist. They would always say mud race when they talk about anyone that wasn't white. Now, I'm not going to be the poster child to stick up for everyone who ain't white. But if they're bugging one of my friends, let's say you're a Mexican cat and we're teaching me Spanish or we're teaching you mechanics. If one of them white dudes that talk that fucking mud race shit, I'll put the brakes on him and whoop his ass. But if you were bagging on him and you're talking shit and you're that Mexican guy and you're saying white boy and all that dumbass shit, him and me with his Aryan Brotherhood ass are going to beat your ass. Because I'll rock with the AB I did when I was in prison. Because when you get to prison, you don't have a choice. Yeah, bro, but it was beautiful because AB, as long as you don't violate their code, they can't do a damn thing. My best friend in Green Bay I got 3 pictures. One with me, the leader of the BOS, Stevie Tolliver, hugged up at church. And one with Dickie Tate. He was a boss. He was the GD king of the fucking North Side. I mean, Jesus Christ. He told me, sorry, God, I shouldn't have said that. Sorry, God. Amen. Hey, he told me, bro, Mike, when you get out, Z, I got you a car, I got you a broad, I got you a place to stay. Because look, yo, and this is another funky ass thing about my mom. It's her fault I'm sitting in the penitentiary. It's her fault I'm even in Wisconsin. That punk ass, trick ass hoe didn't come see me one time. Second bid, yeah, she seen me all the time. She gave me money. She hooked me up because her knew her punk ass was guilty for fucking me off. Here I am. I'm 17. I'm in the North Cell Hall of Green Bay Penitentiary. You think it was scary? I know other kids who cried for a year. I was only scared the first 12 minutes, and then I was fighting. You ain't gonna sit there and disrespect me and talk about my little dick and all of that bullshit. I literally, because you get in there, they make everyone walk the fuck in the North Cell Hall right into the 90, no, it's not, it's a 86 person or 92, I can't remember. I think it's an 86 person shower because there's 86 people on the, okay, yeah, that's what it is, 86 person shower. So here you got 86 grubby, smelly, stupid, hairy, because everyone's just got to prison. They all been in county jail. They're all broke. Ain't nobody got no money. You barely got your number. My number is 17045, recognized. They're up in the 2 million numbers in Wisconsin. Mine is a 1, a 7, a 0, a 4, and a 5. That's the 17,000th felony charged in Wisconsin. And mine was just for having a little bit of weed. I had $12 worth of weed. When they tried to arrest me, I climbed a tree and I pissed on them. They were trying to climb the tree. I've been drinking beer that day with my farm people. Let them have the piss. So, and laughed and giggled at their ass because once again, I could knock you out with my pinky in those days. I could sneeze on you and you would go night-night. Like I said, you're 304 pounds, you fucking 5% body fat with a 440-pound bench. You ain't touching me. And even though I'm a much smaller, littler dude, I'm still just as cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I get a check. Believe that. It's a crazy folks check, and they make sure you got your meds and you just want to calm down. So I'll break up any of y'all. You want to pick on a cash register lady? She probably had 3 kids at home. She was a little fat, which was fine because she was super pretty and cute, and I told her she was. I said, ain't you cute, sugar? How are you? Oh, I'm fine. She got happy. First, she was all almost crying over that stupid ass. No, when I came in there, because she probably thought I was going to be mean to her, because I was mean to the little dude who was mean to her, and then the giant black dude who stuck up for the little fucking half Filipino, half fucking, what else do I think he was? Palauan. He looked like my guy Marco from Palau. You little Palauan motherfucker, don't be picking on this lady. Don't be picking on this bitch. I mean, lady. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I got my teeth in. Yeah, I got my teeth in. So anyway, I gotta light this cigarette. I hate to do it on camera. It's so dirty. So again, I'm going to drop gems on you guys. I got it all figured out. My mom asked me, she said, how do you guys get into so many scuffles at the shop? Purely for one reason. There's 2 million people roughly a day and more now. This was a study from 1982. So 1.5 million people come into the city on First Street, my shop, First and Greenfield. That's the two most famous streets on the city's face of the earth. First was the first street, and Greenfield was the first street. So if you went to Milwaukee, the two first corners on earth was First and Greenfield. And I owned it. It was mine. Yeah. The whole block. And everybody knew it too. And I stood on my stone. I didn't let nothing. Dudes would be slapping their bras down the street. Bap, bap, bap. She's running. He's throwing rocks at her, punching her. We wouldn't dip off in that shit. But if you cross Scott Street, even in the middle of the street, with any of that funny shit or crashing your cars into each other or shooting guns or fighting, trust me, you would be sad. What I call, okay, so they had the Outlaws and they had the Gangster Disciples. I couldn't be GD on my shop, and I damn sure couldn't write Outlaws. So Mike Mills, wrote Mike Z's Towing. Period. You get towed out this bitch or towed up in this bitch. I'll either suck you in this bitch and dismantle you automobile, or put you out dismantled and junk you. And that applied for everything on down. Everything's just metal. You know, I remember coming out one time, stupid ass Leon and his dumb ass bitch, for some reason he had a single mattress. He's chasing this bitch around with a mattress on fire, rolling past my shop, and when the bitch ran up on us, we shut the fucking doors. That ain't none of our business. I went, shaboom. I didn't have no cars out there, except the fucking Bourbon. Mine. The only one that's mine. The other 10 million fucking cars may not have been mine sometimes, but that one was. Next thing you know, I hear bash, bash. This bitch is out there knocking my windows out because I wouldn't let her in. So as she's getting her fucking ass whooped, she's out there beating on my car. Because I immediately opened my door with the pistol because I thought, damn, Leon is fucking with my car. I gave him the respect. Him and his bitch was fighting with mattresses that were on fire. I just closed the door. Nope. Fucking opened the door ready to blast this fool because he was going to get it. If I would have looked out, and I would have seen Leon doing anything with my truck and that fucking mattress, he was a goner. And like everyone knows, you want to get carried by 6 or do you want to get judged by 13.5? Everyone always say, Mikey, what 12.5 mean? What is 12.5? What is a 1%er? Look, 12.5 is when you catch a case and you talked when you got arrested and you didn't say lawyer and shut your mouth and waited on your bologna sandwich and sit your ass down and grab your balls and think about how fucked up this is and shut the fuck up, then you're dumb. Then you're catching a case. So yeah, I don't even know where I was at. So anyways, yeah, so 12.5. So that means a judge and a jury and a half-ass chance. A judge is 12 people, a jury is 12 people, a judge is one person, and you have a very half-ass chance. And that's at best. Best case scenario, you got a 50-50. That's the best. Average case scenario, you got a 99-1 and you're the one. Worst case scenario, they got you. They made you guilty because they all lied about you. Then you ain't got no chance. And when that happens, that's when all us dudes, we plead on it. The first time I took it to jury trial, got whooped, I was guilty. Second time I was not guilty. I knew they were going to send me anyway because they were going to lie on me because the first time. Because even the first time, I was only guilty of having a bag of weed. I wasn't guilty of burglary. But that's how they're going to clean up the unopened cases in their town. Oh, we caught this little kid with weed and he's not from here. He's in jail already. Let's pin everything else on him. Yeah, there was a burglary in 63. We're going to burn him. I was born in 68. Come on, man. So anyway, damn. So anyway, I go outside, open the door. Leon's not doing anything with the mattress that's on fire. It's at the end of the block like it was supposed to be because he knew when he crossed Scott Street, that started to turn into my actual dirt, my actual concrete, my actual rocks, my actual buildings. Because, there's a hotel right there and a barrel company right there and my shop and then a huge vacant lot for Allen Bradley parking. And yes, the block part and the buildings part, everyone knows. Ask anyone on here who's my fan, you think I'm kidding. The whole block was mine. And they, you didn't own the freaking barrel company. No, but I put dude out of there and I used it freely without paying for it for 15 years. Do you think I made any money using it for free and storing 55 vehicles in there per second? How much you get for storing someone's vehicle in the heated domain? Shut the hell up. So anyways, no, he's got the mattress put down. She's beating up my truck. He just got up on her ass, and he hopped up on it. And I was going to stop him from punching her. I wasn't going to shoot him. I put my gun away immediately. I just was looking, and he went like this, and I was going to blast him with my left hand and stop him from punching her, because no man does that. I don't care, even if the bitch is 6'20". Well, no, that's a lie. If she's 6'20", like that little black lady last night. Lady, right? No, he was a dude. He wasn't a man. He was a boy. He still had a chip on his shoulder. But that's okay. Hopefully he'll live past tomorrow, and he'll learn and maybe even know that last night he was in the wrong. You at Walgreens fucking with someone 53 years old. He picking up his heart meds. How the fuck do you look? I'm sure your girlfriend was real impressed. He already had a white bitch in a fucky ass, cheap ass, fuck ass Benz. Fuck else you want in her life. Now you trying to die tonight. Because I already done everything. I'll blast your fuck ass back. Yeah. So anyway, think I'm going to fight anymore? No. Zap, zap, zap. One less chump with a chip on his shoulder. So, so Leon hops up on her ass right quick, post haste. He's about to whoop her ass 1,000,000 tons, because now he knows I got to get him, because his broad is on my truck. So after they get to it, no matter what happens, him and me got to get after it now. They didn't cross the fucking bridge. Everyone knows what that is, except for his dumbass bitch. Leon knew. He was just looking at me and looking at her and cracking her. And I didn't stop him from hitting her. Because, bitch, how the fuck you going to fight your man, run down here, try to get saved? And when I wasn't Captain Save-A-Hole like the brother last night, and minding my business and shut my door like I know how and like I was supposed to, bitch, now you want to tear my mirrors off, fuck my vehicle up. No. So I let her man whoop her ass a little, like pip, pop, slap, 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 kick in the butt. And then as he did it, he said, you dumb bitch, stupid ass dumb little bitch, don't be picking on Mike Z shit, bitch, and don't be fucking around at the crib, and stop fucking my friends, bitch. And when I heard that, oh, fucking his friends, she one of those. Damn, baby, I feel bad for you, Leon. You hungry? Hey, girl, get the fuck on away from my building before I call a cop somewhere. And it'd be like this, not snitching. It'd be, hey, cop! Because if I yell that, one will come. They're right there at Allen Bradley. You don't have to be no rat. I would never be a rat. But I say, hey, punk ass, you see this bitch? Do your punk ass job, sucker. And they will. And they'll be like, thank you, Mike Z. Thank you. Oh, they're going to love me tonight and buy me beer. I have a case. Ha! Heavens to Murgatroyd. No, never that for Mike Z. Fuck you, Donnie. Little fag. So anyway, fucking, I stopped and snatched him, bro. You're going to kill this bitch. Please stop. Don't kill this hoe. She don't deserve a death sentence. He's like, well, you know, because I seen her with your truck, bro, and I don't want to fight you, man. You fucking crack Steve with your jack handle, bro. I said, quit crying all of a sudden. You're all right? You want a beer? You need to burn one? And you look like you've been having a bad day. You know what? Well, no, man, she took all our money. I said, stop. What money for what? Bro, because I need a bad word. I said, where's your truck? You know, I know everyone in the fucking universe, and they know me. How do you think I'm successful, you fuck-ass people who talk shit? There's about 5 people a day who talk crazy-ass shit in the comment section, and I love it. Go on and keep hating, hater. You a fucking fan, and you love this nigga. You fucking love me. I see who's here and who ain't. I get every metric in the universe. I know exactly how long you watched it, what part you watched, what part you rewatched and shared, and where you were laughing. Come on now. So anyways, wait, Leon, where's your truck? Man, bro, because I need a battery. Shabab, here, brand new battery. Leon, here's $20 to get you some gas. He's like, you know, young black kid, little mixed boy, about 6'3", had a nice shape to him. He helped me fucking plenty of times, and I paid him for it. You know, if you help me, I pay you. Because you're never going to run up on me and make me help you by saying, well, Mike, I helped you that time, and I didn't get paid nothing. No, the fuck you didn't. When you helped me, you wanted dollars because you know I had him, and I paid him, and I said thank you. Which is exactly what you can do to me today. I'll only charge you this. We'll get her done, and when we're gone, I'll say thank you. I appreciate it. I want to earn your business. That's always my business philosophy. I don't want your business. I don't need anyone's business, and I damn sure don't want it. But there are some of you, many of you out here who I love, and I want to earn your business. Please let me earn it. You need a palm tree cut? I got you. No problem. You need some welding done? I got you. Look, you need an engine installed or some mechanicing. You know I got you. Well, you're going to say this, one of you people in the comment section. Well, Mike Z, I know how to make custom brake lines a little bit, and I bet you don't even know what that is. Yeah, I have 3 sets of different tube benders inside of there, and I can make every line so pretty and in line beautifully like I do exhausts, except, friend, I can make mine go from 1 mm, right? And that's tiny, tiny for microscopic instruments, and I can make them all the way up to about 6 inches in diameter. So calm down, we'll cover it. Anyway, it's already 30 minutes. I shouldn't have been this long. And here's the gem I need to drop on you guys, the moral of the story. When you're having a good day and you're smiling and you're in good spirits and someone comes tumbling past you with chaos, honeys, try their best to just get out your way. Me, I'm too old and slick to run, and I won't do it. And I won't back down, and I won't retreat. I refuse. And for the other of yous that are real men, do that, just what I just said. Never run. Don't retreat. Like I said earlier, sometimes it's better to run. Yeah, only if they got guns and there's many of them. If it's just you and a few dudes and you got your piece, never ever run. If you ain't got your piece, hide real quick, dip back, wait. When the first one crosses that corner, whap, stab him in the side of the temple. The other ones will flip out and start barfing and crying and yell, what did you do to him? Usually that's if it's only 3 people or 5 even. If you really hurt the first one, they're not going to do anything. But usually if there's 5, get 2 of them for sure. So go back to Papa. And now 2 of them will be fucking dying. If the other 3 don't help them now, all of us are getting charged with murder because they're going to die. And they are going to catch the case. Because guess what, you dummies? When you go out and commit a crime, especially like battery on a senior citizen or something, and I stab the first 2 of you, when them dumbasses die, they're charging you 3 with the bodies, not me. I didn't do nothing. I was fucking minding my business, loving my life, smiling, happy that I made it alive to my retirement without raping anything, killing anything, pillaging anything, or being in prison my whole young life. I only did a 2-year bid because I don't like that shit. That shit is for suckers. Man, I pimp hoes. I slam Cadillac doors. Can I get a cigarette? Can you get a cigarette? Yeah, Mike Z, let me get a tailor-made. You smoke Newports? Question mark. Yo, let me ask you a question. Now, don't ask me shit. Take a hatchet to my ass. Because that's what I'm going to do to you. Anyway, so you tell me you're pimping hoes, you slamming Cadillac doors. That's what you tell me. But now you say, can I get a tailor-made and a match to go with it? They had a way of singing it. And when I say they, that doesn't mean black people. That means every convict who was useless. Even the white ones. They all said the same thing. Yo, pimpin', what's crackin' lacking, dog? How you living, fool? Ain't no fools over here, and I'm living perfectly like always. Because even in jail, I'm a boss. I'm a king. I got paper. I'm even getting laid from Tatera. I was the only dude who really was getting banged from a prison guard lady. And she was fine as in frog hair. And I didn't give a fuck. That is not taking advantage of me. That's shining some fucking light in my universe. Oh, if they would have caught her, they'd have ran her through hell. And I had gotten charged up a few times by, yeah, Mike, bro, we'll get you out of here right now. We'll get rid of that bitch. Why? Because these suckers was trying to fuck with her, and she had too much class to bang these knuckleheads. And her and me talked a few times, and I wrote her some poems, and that was a wrap. And she knew I loved her for real. And who do you think picked my ass up at the gate? My motherfucking mom never came there once. Who the fuck you think picked me up at the gate? Same thing when I ever had to go to the hospital. Who the fuck you think got me out the hospital? That little pretty nurse who been washing all my stuff. Jessie Garcia. What up, baby girl? I still love you. Think about you all the time. And what happened with her? Timmy. Not Timmy Brown. Tim Williams. He purposely went to talk to this goofy broad. She's only 21. She didn't know nothing. I was 32 when I had her, and Timmy was 40. So I was living with Dan on the north side, and we were just dirty mechanics just coming up. I didn't even have my shop yet. That would happen the next year. And Timmy, you know, he always worked a good job when he was young, but he always loved that crack. He's a crackhead. And he tried to get with me on here. Punk had to try to sue me $400 after I gave him a Buick Roadmaster with a fucking, what do you call it? Dude, everyone wanted this motor. Dan Fow, Jeff Rent, everybody. Y'all, all you smart brothers, what does a Buick Roadmaster have in it for a power plant? Oh, it only has a tuned port fuel injection Corvette engine. That's all. So if you got a Roadmaster from the 90s, I don't care if it's falling apart. If it's still got the engine in it, you're looking at almost 3 Gs. Especially if you got the wiring harness. Yeah, you got 3 grand. So, anyways, I blessed him. I said, Timmy, I'm not going to give you, because he's like, bro, you got money all the time. No, motherfucker, you went to Jesse Garcia, a girl that I was in the hospital with for a month, because Dan Fowler's dog bit me and almost got me rabified. And I had to sit in there taking 21 shots a day to the stomach, because that was back in the day. They didn't have it like they got it now. And no, Timmy went over there personally with his motherfucking, he had a newer Regal and sleek clothes and plenty of money. And of course, when she seen him, her lights lit up and they went to kick it. And of course, he's half a rapist. He's always aggressive because he one of them 5'3" ass motherfuckers. So I'm sure he probably was whatever and whatever, dude. But before he did it that one time, he personally went and got this bitch and drove over to my house with Dan Fowl. Just I know he was right because he wasn't acting like that. Oh, hi, Mike. And I went, whoa, and I hid my face because I already thought, ooh, what if he already kissed her? Even if she didn't want to kiss him, yuck. What if Crackmouth fucking went to her and she was like, and I want to go home. Take me to Mike. Ooh, and you know what? I was so young and fucking ignorant. That's probably what it was because she sure was up my ass. But no, I was salty. The way I figured, bitch, you mine. You don't get in this nigga's car. I wouldn't give a fuck if she said, and he a white boy, so everyone knows how I use that word. And I can. If any of you else can, so can I. Fuck you like me now. I get booted for saying this shit. But on a rap song, that's all you ever hear. Fuck you. So yeah. And the F word. It's mine. It means for uncarnal knowledge or fornication under the consent of the king. It's not even a cuss word. It's called an acronym. Educate yourselves. Explanation point. So anyways, she had hopped up in the car with him. So nope, I didn't want her no more. So now Timmy tries to still be my BFF to this day. But no, I didn't talk to him for 15 years over that shit. And I was living at the lake crib the next time I seen him in Boston. He came over there broke ass and wanted my Roadmaster. I told him, fuck you. He begged me for it for a year. Oh, bro, and I'll make you payments, man. Here, I got $47, man, and I'll give you payments. I said, no, dude. Fuck you. You couldn't find your own bitch. You had to step to Jessie. Oh, I was just lying. I didn't do nothing with her, bro. You know that. She liked only you. You were the fire one. Because even though I was broke, I was finding frog hair, too. Nigga, you can't never cop none of my hoes. Even though that I'm old and ugly, you can't fucking mind. And you know this. So, yeah, then he begs me for the car at the lake house. Kept coming over there every day, family. I was so embarrassed this crack-smoking one fucking room living freak was coming over there. It was embarrassing. I'm having fucking dinners at the lake boat shed down there that had its own full kitchen. It was the only one with lights and power. I got 5 fine females down there only. It's a no sausage party where I didn't fucking get down. No, you might be one of my homies, but if one of y'all with me, I promise 5 females can be there. Because I ain't going to be getting barricaded from some freak at my own spot. No, I'll punch you in your mouth and throw you in the water. Fuck you, dude. All these friends are mine. Fuck you mean? So, yeah, I'm down there entertaining. Oh, Miss Ray Lynn, who, oh my God, I got to find a picture and show you her. Fuck, who did she look like? She looked like that one from Black Hair from Transformers oh, dude, she was the best one, Ray Lynn. Yeah, I was with her for a whole year and a half. Ooh. Yeah, and she just wouldn't commit. I asked her to marry me every day. I want to put a ring on it. Yeah. There's not too many. I asked Maria, I asked Ray Lynn, and now I asked Miss Christine. So we'll see. That's 3 women I've ever asked to marry me. Maybe she'll say yes. Maria said yes. So it's all good. I ain't no loser. So Miss Ray Lynn. So I'm so embarrassed. Timothy P, I think Williams, maybe not. Timothy A. Williams, I think it's Anthony. Lives in Waukesha. If you guys ever see him hide, he's a scumbag. Crackhead. Sue me for that. Sue me for libel, motherfucker. I got a video of you. Go ahead. So this fucking dummy, he sued me in Waukesha County Court for $400 because after 3 months of not getting any of my payments, I went over there and took it back. You only paid $400 down, motherfucker. You don't get a Roadmaster for $400 down. No, the judge agreed with him and put a damage. So you know what I had to do, YouTube family? On my boss, on my BOSS, I didn't file taxes for 4 years. I didn't make any money to file with, so I did that on purpose too. I said, you know what? I won't make a cent of money because I got mad savings. I think I had 700 racks. So good, I won't make $1 on paper, and I won't fucking file taxes. How about that? Because I asked the judge in front of Timmy's stupid face, Judge, how does this, if I never pay him, let's go to jail. I'm never paying this. I'm never ever paying a cent to this fucking liar. This guy who I let him live with me in my apartment, he made shit bad with me and Mikey Mama. Not by his little penis, but by his dumb ass snitching. Oh no, Mike don't care about you. He got 5 and 6 bitches all over the city. Thanks, Timmy. A good way to be a friend that you live with I'm your best boy. I'm your only nigga. That's what he calls me. I'm his only ass nigga. And he usually use ASS for my middle name. What's up, only ass nigga? He knew Ty and Tab Wick, these two black kids who were famous in our neighborhood for knocking motherfuckers out. You want to be 5 deep and knock out Ty and Tab? 5 of y'all can't handle me. So 5 of y'all sure can't handle Ty and Tab. And they hung with Larry West. And Larry, he's a punk and a fag for treating me like that when I was a young and on thing and told me get the fuck on out the crib in the winter. Fuck you, hobo. How you living now? Last time I seen you, I had to give you $10. I felt bad for you, fuck ass. You a fuck ass nigga for sure. Anyway, yeah, and Larry, when Larry was young, Larry and his brothers, Tyler, they had all that. They had all that, man. And when you have all that in a place like Milwaukee, you're never going to suffer. You're going to have all them Bentleys, all them cribs, all them women, all them limos. And I know Churchill let them rent them limos too, because Churchill not going to not let you rent a limo. You got 5Gs. You can go over there right now and pick one. I want the Super Stretch Bentley. Well, probably not the Bentley and not the Super Stretch. Look, I promise you can go over there and get a 28 passenger, newer, within 5 years old Excursion with a $70,000 ostrich interior. And I promise you got 5Gs, you and your 28 friends can go over there tonight, get picked up, get styled around by me personally. I will drive for you if y'all want to have a real time, because I know everything, everywhere, every time. If y'all are this, that, or the third, I got you. Y'all LGBTs, I got you. Y'all from not in towns and you want the best steak dinner at Corpus and you want your freak show city anything, I got you. You men, you want to play poker, win and lose millions, and then go to the airport lounge where the beautiful women really can come to the hotel with you? Holla at your boy. I got you. And it's all legal, baby. And Churchill is for sure all legal. He just got back from feds, and he ain't ever going to fucking bust a grape again, because he can't. He'll disappear the rest of his life. So when y'all ever try to throw church in a trick bag, I'll shoot your bitch ass, and I'll go to jail, and he'll make sure I'm rich so I die. Because I'm not scared of jail. Fucking, I'm stupid. I'll do that shit, and I'll come right the fuck back tomorrow and do it again. Ain't that what Joe Pesci said? Anyway, with that, I love you guys. Please be well. I pray for every single YouTube watcher. I said, here, please, dear Father in heaven, let each person who watches, shares, likes, and subscribes to my video, let them be mad buoyant, mad healthy, mad wealthy. Please, Father God, I beg you. Please, Father God, anything you would give to me, 1 piece of rice, 1 cent, you give it to them. Don't give it to me. You give it to these guys. Please, Father God, I'm begging. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Now that was a real prayer. And if any of you don't think God loves me, you crazy. I got down here 2 years, less than 18 months ago, I got down here with $34 left. And my camper with everything I owned in it, which was a piece of junk, left in Tennessee, because when I got a flat tire, they stole everything outside of it. So first I had a fire and lost everything in our house, which was Jim's, which I inherited because he died. So yeah, I had my own fucking $300,000 house. So that goes burnt to the fucking ground, and the garage too, down to fucking, I leave with my camper of everything that was in the garage that didn't burn, like my tools, thank you, Jesus. And so I left with my tools. Well, of course, those were packed in the back of the truck. They weren't in the camper, but all the computers and hand tools and all the friggin' keyboards and all the friggin' amplifiers and all the guitars, anything cool, jewelry boxes, every picture I ever had, every single photograph of my kids and my mom and my grandpa and our farm and every pet, nothing. I don't have one. Not one of those. And by the time I went to sleep in the quarry, because my mom was such a punk, I couldn't even sleep in their house. They were like, she was like, you're sleeping on the leather couch. That thing was $3,000. Yeah, I'm not stinky and smelly, Ma. I take 2 showers a day since I got here because I'm so grateful. And cleanliness is next to godliness. I wish I could take 3, but I don't want you to get mad at me and start yelling at me about hot water. You talk about how you got so much rich and so many millions, and you bitch at me that the fucking electric bill went up $13. You should have shared that with me, especially if you're going to move and leave anyway, and you're already gone. You could have always said, well, I shared it with you, Michael. You bought your camper. You kept in the yard. You lived like a king. You saved $300,000. Then you bought a bunch of property. And then we left to Chicago. You helped us. You were still good. We were still good. Me and you still hugged and kissed. No, 2 weeks before you left, you wrecked our relationship. And before that, I really should have never talked to you after y'all told me to move the camper out the yard. Because I was doing your dishes every day, taking out your garbage, washing your cars. A fucking slave, an unpaid slave. Because I was grateful, thankful for the loan for the camper. That was it. But remember this, for 6 months before that, bitch, I slept in my motherfucking truck in the quarry. Because I had Bridget. And you wouldn't have never let us stay there. Fuck, you could have gave us the tools. Listen, bitch, you could have said, Michael, you and this girl are not staying here. And of course, I don't got my one lady who always stuck by me for 40 years. No, you had to fuck that up for me. Thanks, you're the best. Because listen, no, don't give us the tool shed. You never borrowed me loot except for that one time $1,000, and I cried. I was like, I can't believe she gave me $1,000. I asked her for $5 once this bitch lost her mind. We built her whole garage. I wanted to pay Dino $400 and not give me nothing. She lost her fucking mind. We didn't speak for 3 years over having to pay Dino, a one-legged kid who built you a fucking garage. Can't wait till I see what God does to you. He don't like ugly, bitch, and I'll never fuck with you. Know that. I'll never fuck with you. And let me die tonight, bitch, because I don't need to see you no more. Fuck you. And Scott, I love you. And I forgive my moms, but that was grimy. You know what? This is what she should have done. She should have, when I got here with the truck and I got $3-4, and she's the one that told me to come. If she was me, with my kids, I'd be like, look, I got you a little $400 a month room share with this guy. You're going to have to clean his yard and just be good. Don't drink here. Don't bring no one here. Have respect. Don't yell at this person. Don't cuss them. Don't eat their food. Do not eat their food. Do not drink their milk. And son, even when they offer it to you, kindly say no. Make up a lie and say that you're full. Tell them no thank you. Ask Colleen Kennedy. Yeah, that would be John F. Kennedy's little cousin, who's my BFF. Ask her how I am. Would she be like, damn, Mike, do you need this? Do you need... No, thank you, honey. No, thank you. Hey, I brought us a bottle of wine. And then in the future, she'd be like, hey, I got us a bottle of wine. And you can ask Colleen what kind of friend I am. She still loves me as a bro, and I will always love her as a bro. And you know what? When my water got shut off in Waukesha, you know they let me hook my hose up over there. You know they did. Thank you guys again, man. I was in a bad place. You guys let me live, man. Thank you, Colleen. Thank you, Mr. Jeff. And you know what? If it wasn't for how solid Jeff is, I'd have stole that girl. Or I'd have tried. But I never even tried. I just beat her friend and I gave him his respect. Because thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife. Only a piece of crap does that kind of stuff. Nope, you respect Mr. Jeff and you honor Mrs. Kennedy. And I didn't know that was JFK's little niece, not cousin, niece. I didn't know that. I'm stupid. I don't know anything. Come to find out, the best president we ever had, I was fortunate enough to be her best friend for 5-7 years next door. Her and me and Jeff eating dinners and drinking and helping each other. Meanwhile, the freak on the side, George Constantopoulos or whatever, it's right next to 5447 South 112th Street. I'm not going to name him anyway, last name, because I can't, I probably can't anymore, because whatever, that fight is over. I'm not carrying that around. That guy, he'd make sure to throw a piece of garbage on the ground and then throw it in my yard or use his mower to blow it into a million pieces and come up in my driveway. I should have knocked his little ass out. Because if I'd have knocked your bitch ass out the first week I lived there, I'd have been out of jail and still would have lived there 7 years. Except the difference would have been you would have never said shit to me and you'd have never came in my fucking yard. How about that? Fuck ass. I never disrespected you. And you know what, you guys? I helped them for 2 years. I gave them tools. I used my plow truck to pull their vehicles out till they had a $70,000 GMC. People are garbage. And the moral of the story, I keep trying to say this every 10 minutes, is they want to know you. They see you shine. They want to ruin your day. They want you miserable. Family, don't fall for it. YouTube, don't do it. Don't fall for it. Even if it's your mom. When I was getting bitched at for being on the couch, I didn't cry. I didn't yell. I didn't tell her, fuck you. I finished my dishes. I did that on purpose, of course, to be a dick. I went in there and said, no, I'm going to finish these dishes and then I'll leave. And went in my truck and I never came back. The next time I came, I came back like to visit. Hey, Mom, how's it going? Oh, where are you sleeping? Oh, don't worry about it. It's cool. Oh, I found a girl, which was a lie. I was sleeping in my truck in a cab, fucking seatbelts crying in my fucking It was terrible. Hundreds of degrees, bugs everywhere, pooping in the tall grasses, poking you in the butthole. That's all right. That's okay. I'm a man, dude. So listen. So I'd stop back, man. I'd still do her dishes. When I walked in the yard, I'd pick the garbage out the front yard. I'd take her garbage out. And everyone that knows me knows that's true. And my mom, when they interview her, once I'm finally famous, I'll probably be fucking dead. And they'll be rich off all these images. But even ask my mom, who we're fighting and who I'll never talk to. Always in my life, when I went to her and Pops' house, I'd go in, my friend, man, I'm thirsty, I'm hungry. First of all, we're not going to go ask her thirsty and hungry. She'll start bitching. She's a selfish person and she's not going to help us. But anyway, I got to pick up a yard first, you know. So anyway, Mike Black, Mr. Mills. You pick up the gems I drop on you, family, YouTube family. I love you. Take that prayer and run with it. And watch what happens to your life if you watch this all the way. Listen to it in the background. I promise this is going to bring you health, wealth, and prosperity. You have my word. Just this one. Just this one. Never listen to me again. And that's the guy trying to get paid from YouTube, telling you never bother. Watch what this one does for your life. And if you need anything, holler at your real friend, your true bro, the one who always got your back. I love you. Surely.